Hello, dear friends of the YouTubes. It is I, Duhad, joined by Colonel DeFrog.
Hello, hello.
And we are playing XCom Enemy Within, the special Long War mod, which makes the game significantly more difficult.
Yep, it does. It brings it back more towards the original XCom. Probably my favorite thing about this mod is the way that Jake Solomon, the lead designer on XCom Enemy Unknown, described it. He said that his game, Enemy Unknown, and with Enemy Within as well, is a 10-hour tutorial for the Long War mod.
This is a good mod.
Now, there's a lot of people out here that play XCOM, and, they've done the Long War mod. Pretty much everyone plays it these days. They're all really, really good.
You can find people who are unbelievably better than us at this game.
Yeah, we're not that good.
Not even remotely.
That being said, we want to go ahead and not be good so much as entertaining, and also show you that, yes, this game can be fun and still kick your ass, even at the lower difficulty levels. There's also a couple of other things that we see in the second wave options that just don't happen. So, yes, instead of going on impossible, like you've seen on YouTube so many times, it's normal.
Oh boy.
Let the flames burn.
I don't think anyone expects anything better from me at this point.
Wait a second. Okay, yeah, it's totally on Duhad's fault here. I'm totally an awesome XCOM commander.
Yeah, no, the problem is basically just like bringing himself down to my level at this point.
Being very serious now. And that's the thing I do love about XCOM. Even if you put it on easy, it can still kick your ass if you give it half a chance.
If you saw my last XCOM Let's Play, then you know that's the case.
So, okay, so we have the second wave here, which has a bunch of gameplay options. And, well, you might find this first one boring because we're going to be arguing over what exactly we're putting on. I know, Duhad, you like damage roulette.
I'm a fan of it.
There is one thing that I did find that's apparently a conflict that might come up with the second wave. Damage roulette, for those of you who don't know, weapons have a much wider range of damage. It's less extreme than vanilla, according to this, though I've also heard that it is exactly the same as vanilla. Now, the other thing is something called absolutely critical. And this means that you have got a 100% chance to have a flanking critical. Apparently, there's an issue that if you put the two of these together, there's going to be a lot of one damage shot to exposed aliens. I kind of like playing with absolutely critical.
Alright, well, I'm willing to lose my beloved packing peanuts, but alright.
Well, there'll still probably be plenty of those. After all, Long War has a lot of damage reduction as part of its balancing factors and such. Now, one that you often will see Let's Players put on is strict screening. And this is, every rookie is the same.
No.
Screw that, no, we're not doing this. This one, I'm terrified to use, but I know you like it, Duhad.
I like it, I don't think it's very good.
Well,
it's entertaining.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Okay, so normally in XCOM there are 4 different character classes and they've got a tree. In Long War, we've got 8 of them instead. And they've got a larger and more expanded tree to go ahead with. This is going to partially randomly generate the tree for each of these people. And I actually think that in some ways, showing the randomness in this is going to be a good thing. So, yeah. This is one that is, I'm questioning. Red Fog. Okay, the idea here is if your unit takes a wound, they're going to be degraded in combat, which makes sense. My issue with it is this. This even happens even if it's armor damage, which I don't like. So I'm going to suggest that we skip it.
Alright, I'm okay with that. We're playing on trying roulette, so I don't mind losing Red Fog.
Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're putting on Liberators.
Okay.
This means that we have to clear all the aliens from the world before we can take down the temple ship.
Oh dear.
In other words, dear viewers, we're giving you more of us.
The Long War.
You might be cursing us by the end of this, or
Probably.
even by the second episode. Results-driven, this is actually an interesting one. How do you feel about it? Countries will offer less funding as its panic increases.
It's a significant difficulty increase, but considering we're playing on normal, I don't mind a bit of damage.
Alright, well, we'll think about that.
Yeah.
I'm saying skip diminishing returns.
Yeah, no.
Because Long War already incentivizes satellite rushes as it is.
Yeah.
Itchy Trigger Tentacle, I'm also going to say screw that.
It's a bit brutal.
Because of the fact that the way that this game works is when you spot an enemy unit with your units itself, not with a battle scanner, they will get a free move to get in cover. This says, okay, they can just shoot at you instead. This is bullshit, and I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Another thing we're going to put on is Bronze Man mode. Now, Iron Man mode, there's no saves. You go back to the very beginning. And we're going to keep to that for the most part. However, there are some story missions and some stuff that we want to show you here, and if we screw them up, because we totally can do that,
absolutely,
we want to be able to go back and rewind time. We'll show you our screw-ups. Trust me, we will.
Yeah.
There will be tears, it'll be bad. But we want to show you, the Zhang missions, the stuff with Durant, and also Peter Van Dorn.
That's true.
And also, in this latest one, they added in, or not this latest one, but they added in the other soldier from that mission. So you get 2 heroes from that mission.
Awesome.
Commander's Choice, I think, is definitely something that we should do.
Yeah, I'm down with that, especially since we have Train Roulette, which makes it slightly less useful.
Yeah. Mind Hates Matter, I say skip.
Yeah.
Because, also probably going to be going heavy mech and not much Gmod anyway. Durability... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the repair system that they added in. The Friendly Skies. This one's going to be somewhat controversial. This gives a 15% boost to the aim of your interceptors, which makes the air game easier. We need it.
Yeah.
Frankly, the air game in Long War is brutal. And, again, if we fall behind, that 15% isn't going to help that much.
We need every little bit of crutch we can get.
Yeah. Miracle Workers doesn't matter since we've got durability on.
Alright.
Perfect Information, I'm going to say off, because seeing enemy to hit values, no. We want that surprising moment of, how did he hit that shot?
Okay, fair enough.
New Economy...
New Economy, I find, is more helpful than harmful most of the time, because it basically turns countries that are kind of balanced to be weaker into significantly more... resource-rich areas.
I'm actually going to, and this is going to depend a lot on our starting country, a new feature for Long War, by the way, whether this is going to be really good for us or really bad for us. Yeah. So,
Alright. Definitely hidden potential, though.
Yeah, yes. Hidden potential is one of the ones that we completely agree on for this idea. Save Scum, well, we're doing Bronze Man, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
Dynamic War is a shorter war. I picked the Liberators, so we're not going with that.
Yeah.
Cinematic Mode. This is the XCom tactical units, so your people, your shivs, your mechs, plus 15%. Again, like I said, this is a significant help you boost, but the game will still kick your tuchus straight up between your ears if give it a chance.
Yeah.
Wear and Tear, again, we've got durability on, so that doesn't work. War Weariness...
No, we're going
not in the Long War. Total Losses, again, not a fan of this one. Aiming Angles. This is one that I find interesting.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're both in agreement on this one. This incentivizes flanking, in general. Even if you can't get a perfect flank, you'll get a bonus tier to hit.
Yeah.
And it makes the cover game a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. Hidden Trees, no. United Humanity. Hey, Duhad, you want to get rid of Exalt?
Come on, we need to show people Exalt.
Yeah, I was about to say, because if you wanted to get rid of Exalt, I was going to say, too bad, we're going to have Exalt.
Yeah, it's like, come on, this is...
Yeah, We Are Legion. This is another one that is a big helper. You start with the 2 squad size increases already developed, and you can use additional troops on some covert ops mission, which is nice. Again, we suck. We need the help. Quick and Dirty, yeah. Fewer aliens overall in each mission. I'm actually going to say no on this one.
I'd agree. We've already got enough boosties to our own squad size.
Yeah, and we'll grab Recon as well, because that's pretty much what it's like.
Alright.
So, we've got Normal. Advanced options over here. We've got Progeny and Slingshot on. We're going to reduce the beginner VO, for obvious reasons.
Please.
And, yeah, Iron Man, because we've got Bronze Man on.
Alright. Let's do it!
Oh, dear God.
Come on!
Okay, here we go.
Alrighty then. And we enter the Long War. So for those of you who are following along, once we're not going to rename all of our soldiers, but once you've got some of the guys going up into the sergeant rank, thank you, we'll allow people in the comments to volunteer their names to be nicknames of our soldiers.
Actually, I think in this one it might be corporal, because they actually changed that up.
Oh, right. Okay, well, whatever. Once we can get a nickname on our soldiers, you guys can pick what those nicknames will be.
Yes. With this opening, I actually do prefer the original one, but the Buckminster Fuller one is pretty good for what Enemy Within was about.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a transhumanist myself, so I disagree with that.
I as well am rather fond of the idea of slapping replicants to people and genetic modification of human beings, so trying to demonize that is not going to win you brownie points.
Again, though, it actually works thematically.
Well, thematically it's great.
But yeah, I also just love the original Clark quote, which, for those of you who have not played the original, just Enemy Unknown, it was, there are two possibilities. Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Either is equally terrifying.
Yeah. Good shit. Pretty good.
For the record, Vigilant and Fido is probably the best,
in light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCom project.
That's a pretty good
You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense.
So, Duhad, did you ever play the original
Your efforts
XCom?
will have considerable influence on this planet's future.
But I played them.
Okay, so you actually have
Urge
some
you to keep
experience
that
with
in mind as you
evil
proceed.
killer.
Yes. Oh, I lost so many people with the grinders of those missions.
Yeah. Well, they were definitely balanced.
Good luck, Commander.
Two for lean. Alright. And forgive this first episode, we're for the first time ever recording two people in one room, and that means that we have the speakers on, and if that means that we end up getting a lot of feedback, holy shit, you can choose every...
Yeah, and this is one of the things that I love, and it's going to change out a bunch of things. So we've got a lot of decision to make here.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go through this.
Okay, so a little bit of background for those of you who haven't played the original XCOM. Originally, you'd choose which continent you started on, and that continent, you get the continent bonus for it, and then you'd have to go ahead and fill up another continent before you could get the bonus for it. They've changed that, obviously. We've got a lot to decide from.
Yeah.
Now what happens is you get a country bonus, and it's going to be a stronger bonus, and then you can still get the continent bonus. And also, when you get a country into, the satellite, you get a weaker version of the country bonus. So there's a lot of stuff to, change the way that you think about your strategic game.
All right, let's go down these.
Okay, so we've got Argentina, which we would start with 600, and all soldiers would receive +5 will. Also, it'd be easy to get the continent bonus because we need one satellite for it, and that's power for the people. Power facilities cost 30% less to build and maintain. It's the weakest of the bunch, but that's because it's the smallest continent.
Yeah.
Then we've got Australia, as made famous by a certain Let's Player. Per Ardua ad Astra, all soldiers receive +5 ability points for stat rolls upon recruitment, which is actually really quite good.
That's pretty solid.
So there's a lot of things to be said there. And the New Warfare Foundry projects have cash, alloy, and Illyrium costs reduced by 25%. And the Foundry is really important in Long War, so getting Asia is good.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually not the strongest of them. These are not actually balanced, by the way, which is kind of interesting. Here's probably the strongest of the bunch. Jungle Scouts. Early armors, that's TACFest and TAC armor, so the heavier version of it. Kestrel, Phalanx, and Aurora armors receive an additional small item slot until tactical rigging is developed. This means that you can take 3 items instead of 2, which is ridiculously powerful. Tactical rigging right there is one of the power things that you want to get from the,
Foundry?
Yes, thank you. From the Foundry. So, and you don't get that till pretty late game. This is extremely powerful. So if we're going for the most help, this might be my selection.
Yeah. Well, you can also get other Brazil.
Yes, and some of the countries have multiple different things. So we've got expertise here, 15% bonus to research credits from interrogation, which is actually really powerful if we go the interrogation route, which we probably will be. And then there's on our own. They've got one of these for each of the continents where no unique bonus. This is if you want to do the hardest of the hard. Canada.
Hey.
Start with a laboratory and workshop, and continent bonus, because it's the first time, air superiority. Aircraft and aircraft weapons cost 25% less to purchase and maintain. Again, in Long War, the air game is actually, in some ways, more important.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid bonus.
Yeah. Canada 2, cadre, start with 4 corporals in the barracks, one of each superclass. So one of each of the classes that can break down into each one.
Nice.
That's not bad at all. China, I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I would butcher it, but workshop and repair bay already built. Not as good for us. China 2, xenological remedies. Bonus for corpses and wreck sales.
That's a lot of money.
Hannibal Chow.
Oh, jeez.
And then we've got Deus Ex. 50% reduction in gene mod, meld, and cache costs and modification times. I mean, that should, in some ways, kind of be on max. Though, I suppose if we're going to Deus Ex, the original Deus Ex with the nano machines, that makes sense. I'm just thinking of...
Human Revolution.
Yeah, what's the city that you go to?
Singapore?
No, there's a specific city.
Oh, right.
That's going to bother us for a while.
Whatever.
If one of us yells out a city's name in the episode, that's that.
Yeah.
So, Egypt, and this is another new one for Africa, obviously. Gifts of Osiris. Fatigue from psi powers, gene mods, and officer ranks reduced by 50%, which is actually pretty powerful. But it's not that great. And the continent bonus, Architects of the Future, laboratories and workshops cost 30% less to build and maintain, which is a real buff to Africa.
Yeah.
Egypt 2, for the sake of glory. So faster repair time for aircraft. It's a Foundry project. It's pretty powerful, but because we're using durability, it's not going to help us with mechanized units and damaged soldier gear.
Right.
Quai d'Orsay, I believe. So France. Country item requests occur 40% faster. Fulfilled requests provide 40% additional defense. Intel scans cost 40% less. There's a lot in there. The item requests are useful, though not always great. Fulfilled requests providing 40% additional defense, not as useful as you might think. And Intel scans costing 40% less. Well, we've got Exalt, so that could be
could be useful. But...
And then Continent bonus, Wealth of Nations, all funding increased by 20%. So, again, we don't get that until we get full satellite coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty good, though.
Yeah. Foreign Legion, 20 additional soldiers. If you don't like recruiting, France. Let's see. Germany. Skunk Works. Foundry already built. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Baumeister, I believe. Facility construction time reduced by 33%.
That's pretty not bad.
Yeah. Neopanzers. Reduction in cash alloy and Illyrium required for mech and Shiv primary weapons. If it was for mech, I'd probably go for that just on the 50% alone, but it's only the primary weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as powerful. And I believe, they're the on our own.
Because they're the defaults for the base game.
And I love how these actually have flavor to the countries, too.
Yes.
Okay, so India, Jai Jawan. I butchered that, I'm sure. Start with 2 additional interceptors in your home base and Illyrium Afterburners Foundry project, granting extended interception time.
Huh.
The 2 additional interceptors is nice, but the Illyrium Afterburners aren't as good, especially early game.
Right.
So I kind of question that one.
All right.
Japan, Ring of Fire, additional steam vents, which you always get 2 of them, I believe. But this would be 5.
Yeah, this would be you never run out of power.
Ghost in the Machine. Shivs get plus 10 aim, so that'd be a plus 25 for us. And you start the campaign with 2 shivs in your barracks.
I like shivs. The Frog does not like shivs.
No, I actually do like shivs.
Oh.
But you don't need that many of them.
No, not really.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of shivs, especially here in Long War. They're really powerful. This I love, just being an old XCOM fan. The Kiryu Kai Commander. So you start with a Master Sergeant, which is equivalent to a Colonel, so a full-leveled character of a random class on your roster. And the trick here is, Kiryu Kai is back in the old game, was the predecessor to XCOM. They were the only ones who even came close to shooting down an alien ship. They failed, of course, creating, the unified world XCOM, but they were the people behind it. So I do love that they gave that nod to old XCOM there. Robotics, new shivs and mech troopers, plus 5 bonus aim. On our own.
Of course.
Mexico. So start with 500 bonus cash, so 1,100 starting cash.
Well,
that's not bad at all.
No.
This one I think is kind of worthless, but the Illuminator gun sight's not bad.
Yeah.
You have to take down
Exalt
to get this thing.
I
think. And then Legacy of Uxmal. Apologies for butchering again. 20% bonus to psionic training chances. If you like Psi, that's a good way to go. I really hate to put it here, but yeah, Pax Nigeriana. All soldiers receive plus 1 mobility. This one's actually pretty strong.
That's really good.
Because mobility is, the old path, 50% reduction in Psi training time. So I actually probably choose Nigeria over Mexico.
Yeah.
On our own, of course. Russia. Sukhoi Company. Start with the Enhanced Avionics Foundry Project, getting plus 10 to hit during air combat. Not as important for us because of our plus 15.
Right.
Roscosmos. Again, I love it. Start with an additional satellite uplink, and all satellites cost 50% less to build.
That's not terrible.
South Africa. Resourceful. This one's also really powerful. Start with alien metallurgy and advanced salvage foundry products, so that you get more alloys and more weapon fragments.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I usually run out of those.
Survival training. All soldiers receive plus 1 hit point.
Oh, that's also pretty good.
Yeah. UK. SAS. All soldiers receive plus 3 aim. Their finest hour. Start with Penetrator Weapons Foundry Project, granting interceptors weapons increased armor piercing capabilities. This would mean that we'd never need to put up a Stingray interceptor.
Yeah.
And then Sandhurst. So you get your OTS faster.
Right.
And of course, the good old USA.
America!
Yeah, Special Warfare School, Officer Training School projects cost 90% less. That's really powerful.
That's super good.
Now, the issue with this one is we already have 2 of the really important things from it.
That's true, that's true.
So, Cheyenne Mountain, all elevators already built, excavation costs are reduced by 50%, so if we want to be the SGC, we're probably not going to grab that one.
No.
We have ways. Waterboarding. It works on sectoids too. Okay, folks, before you get up in arms, no, waterboarding is not particularly effective, torture is not particularly effective, but in here in XCOM, yeah. So a 75% reduction in time to complete autopsies and interrogations, which can be really powerful.
Before you say anything, shut up, Rydell.
And on our own, no unique bonus. So was there any ones there that stood out to you?
I remember being impressed by something in Canada.
Canada, Advanced Preparations, and Cadre.
Right.
Neither of those I really think is a good choice.
I did like the extra mobility that Nigeria offered.
Okay, so Pax Nigeriana. I do think that one's a pretty solid choice.
Yeah, mobility is always something I prioritize in games with turn-based strategy, because just that extra little bit of movement can mean all the difference in the world.
Yeah. The ones I'm kind of thinking are South Africa. I do like Pax Nigeriana, like I said. Actually, We Have Ways kind of has a flavor to it. And, of course, this I do think is the most powerful.
That is really good. I'm not going to lie, I think that one might be the best, but I'm also just thinking, like, that one's probably the best, but it's also probably one of the ones that is most commonly grabbed by people trying to, try hard on Long War.
Okay, so we're thinking kind of Nigeria.
Or, you said...
Or do we want to be District 9?
I like both of those a lot. I suggest we flip a coin for them.
Okay, cool. What's heads, what's tails?
Let's say the eagle will be South Africa, and the head will be Nigeria.
Okay. Nigeria.
All right.
So, Nigeria will lead the way in the fight against the aliens. This means that we're going to be focusing, of course, on Africa as our first continent, which has some good things about it. It's got pretty good interception. One of the issues with doing Asia is terrible interception response time. And we'll also be able to get architects of the future. And laboratories and workshops are really important because research matters in this game. Yeah. So, extra mobility for everyone.
I'm down with that. Let's do it.
We're dropping you just inside the
Welcome
Egyptian
to
border.
Operation Cursed.
You picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity.
Oh yes, that is something we did mention in Long War. They automatically color your soldiers' outfits depending on their class. So rookies are red shirts.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the paper mill as our first one.
All right.
Wow, since I played on this level. Now, another thing about Long War, even without taking what we did, you would start with a 6-person squad size, whereas vanilla.
Strike one. This is Central.
So we've got
you
an 8
free to engage all hostile
so we are
contacts
doubling
in the
the starting squad size for vanilla right now.
Yeah. Don't worry, the aliens can do terrible things to us. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Duhad, what do you want to think in terms of our strategy here?
I'm kind of feeling, especially with this huge of a group, that we kind of like send a few people up this, like maybe like 1 or 2 people decide to kind of keep us from getting flanked, and then keep the main force kind of pushing through the middle in a slightly broad, but still relatively enclosed.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, that makes sense from, proper tactics sort of view, but the way that XCom handles its activations makes things a little bit different.
In that case, what do you suggest?
Well, there are a couple of ways to go here. Now, obviously, there could be enemies here, there could be enemies here, and we're going to find out about them when we walk past here, which is going to pretty much have to happen. So, I'm suggesting that we clear over here.
All right.
And then we're probably going to want to think about clearing the back here because it's a quick one that we can take a look, we'll be fine, and then we can set up on getting into here, which is large, it's complex, but, that's what we got.
The other thing
is we want to take a look at what we've got on our soldiers. Now, They should all have assault rifles and pistols, basic ballistic. Another thing that Long War gives us is 5 different levels of weapons. So, before you ask why are we using exalt guns, it's because that's ballistic.
Yes.
How it goes is ballistic, beam laser. So ballistic is exalt ballistic. Beam laser is exalt lasers. Then you go to Gauss, which is XCom ballistic models, and then you go up to pulse lasers, XCom lasers, and then finally to plasma, which is plasma, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a AP grenade and an HE grenade, and you will learn, Duhad, that I hate AP grenades.
Okay.
This guy's just got a AP grenade. We've got a med kit, so Martins, we're going to try and keep you alive. You've got an AP grenade as well. Flashbang and an AP grenade. That's kind of interesting. 2 AP grenades.
You're
killing me. You're killing me, Kimura. We've got Doyle with an AP grenade. We got an HE grenade on Cot and an AP grenade. Flashbang and an AP and... Okay, so we only have 2 HE grenades. Ugh. Okay, the reason why I'm complaining here is because cover destruction is important. And they're not letting me do too much of it. So...
Oh well, we'll have to just make do with what we got.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm going to send around Cod over here, and he's either going to end up finding us some aliens and need to scurry back and, set for them, or he's going to clear this for us.
Lucky boy.
Yeah. Well, there could still be aliens here, so...
Well, at least for right now, he's avoided being splattered.
It's always a good day when you avoid being splattered when you're in XCOM. It's not always easy to do. One of the issues that's going to come up is I might activate through here, but...
well...
If I do, well, we've already said that we suck, so,
yeah.
Deal with it, folks.
On the move.
Okay, no activations through there, and that means that we're pretty much clear over here. Yay, good for us. Martin's up here.
I'm rolling.
There's just not a lot of room, so I don't want to get the squad into a fight before,
Yeah, I understand.
I'm on it, Commander.
Yeah, he's not going to step out.
That's affirmative.
Doyle will go there. And I don't think that we're likely to do that, so I'm going to set up Jabber here, along with Kamura.
On the move.
And a lot of this is going to depend on what comes up next. And have Lawson ready.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I gotta say, that Pax Nigeriana was a really great idea.
Yeah, these movements
go.
are kind of nice.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay, so because we don't have that much room to work, I'm going to go ahead and do the all Overwatch, so I'm sorry for the noise.
That's a useful button.
Yeah, it was actually added for more.
Makes sense, especially when you get, like, so many more soldiers.
Yeah, okay, so...
Moving.
Up. Okay, so we've got a mostly clear here. Now, do I remember correct? Yeah, there's a door there.
Cool.
So, we're now going to try and bound...
On my way.
Martin's up here. Okay, so no hiding aliens there.
It is a good day so far.
Yeah, I'm going to try and move one squad around here and put the other one in through there, and we'll see if we can't take over the center of this warehouse.
Sounds like a plan.
I apologize, folks. Yes, I know I'm kind of conservative here, but,
Aye, aye.
first mission.
All the more
That's
reason to
affirmative.
rush in shooting.
Boy, how'd you ever lose your job with SWAT?
Moving out.
Okay.
I didn't like my hot dog in style.
I can understand why. Okay, so we can get you over here.
Head into that location. Heading there now.
Move cot there so I can move in through.
Sounds like a plan.
In through here, because I was pointing at the screen, and none of you can see that. Okay, so, again, we're actually going to set up some people with steadying their weapons. You can do this with any of the rifle-type weapons. And if they don't move, they get a bonus to shootings, which is nice. You, on the other hand, and everyone else is... Overwatching, so thrilling.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay, so we've actually got
What was
a
that
little bit of an
sound?
idea of where the contact is, and it's through the building, or, in the building or through the building, so... I'm gonna continue moving up here, and... No, I don't want you doing that. Unfortunately, you're really my only choice right now. I don't want to move our medic out there to potentially get shot.
I can understand that
Moving.
sentiment.
Yes.
Even if it's the sentiment of a coward.
Whine, whine, bitch, bitch.
Don't mind if I do.
On the move.
Now someone needs to.
Moving.
And that someone ought to be me.
Okay.
Okay, so... Now I want you to steady weapon. You to steady weapon. And everyone else to do the... Well, actually, sorry. No, not everyone else. Almost everyone else. Forgot about these folks. You to steady weapon.
I feel so loved right now. Nigeria put their best and brightest into the XCom program, and the commanders don't even care.
and Overwatch needs. Again, yes, being cautious. Okay, so we've now been given that there's a meld canister over there. We're pretty clear over here, so I think it's time that we kick in a door and start doing some madness.
Sounds like a plan.
So, open the door,
X-ray spotted.
and there we are.
Alright, bunch of sectoids.
Yeah. Now, we have a AP grenade over here, and they went over there. And
Yep.
keep count for me 3 sectoids.
3 sectoids.
Let's see. Gosh, are you going to make your commander happy? You better make your commander happy.
Moving to position.
Oh, you made your commander happy. You got me a lovely, lovely flank. Now, as I say, we're using absolutely critical, so that will be a critical hit, assuming that our XCom rookie can hit a shot. This is not as
That's
sure as you might think.
That's a bit of a long shot.
Which is the reason why I'm going to move up Doyle here.
Moving out.
Doily.
Okay, so now let's examine our options. I'm going to keep these guys back at least for the moment. So, Cod, what kind of shot do you have here? It's a 91 there, 73 there, and a 64 there. Well, that seems like a pretty good chance to murdery.
Do it.
So, yeah, let's start with that. Absolutely critical. It's good. Okay, so then we've got...
Mario's doing pretty good
here.
about this.
Okay, so we got a 71, and that's the reason why we studied the weapons. So we're going to go ahead and take that.
Not bad. XCom.
Yeah, no, they're actually making their commander proud. I'm very happy. So actually gonna move. Yeah, you. Here.
Moving to position.
And it's only a 42. Let me check something. They do have a grenade though, which was kind of part of the reason. They've also got a 48. So one of them can shoot, the other one can toss a grenade if it doesn't work.
Alright.
Actually, again, using explosives of any sort tends to invalidate the...
It tends to blow up all the stuff we want to take from the aliens.
On the
yes,
move.
we don't want to do that. Up in there, up in there. I'm going to see if I can't get anything better with this door team.
Your team's sort of feeling a little left out.
Well, let's see what I know that I don't want anyone to feel left out here at XCOM.
XCOM is a place about tolerance and everybody...
Heading to that
going
location.
Yeah,
That is
at
right.
the aliens. Okay, that's a 31. You're a terrible shot. Speaking of unfair shots.
Well, Idjit can take a shot before the actual soldiers do.
Yeah, and what we're
On
going to
my
do is
way.
we're going to, put in masked fire, see what we can get out of it. 38, you're better. Also, Idjit, come on, this is a highly trained Special Forces soldier who's here to go ahead and, save humanity from the alien. No, I can't do it.
No.
They just suck. Oh, and I actually blocked their shot. Okay, so, Kimura, are you going to make your commander proud? Are you going to be the Kiryu-Kai ace that we know that you can be?
No, you are not.
Didn't think that you were going to be.
That
Okay,
is not
so
good.
Probably should have used her for the grenade toss instead.
Probably, but oh well.
Okay, I've got to do it here. So let me check and make sure that I can put this where I want it. Yes, I can put this right where I want it. Okay, so Adu, you are Mr. Grenade for today. So, Jibber, make your commander proud. Where are you from?
I believe that's... Saudi Arabia.
I'm sorry, where?
I think that's Saudi Arabia.
Okay, for the women of Saudi Arabia.
Damn it!
They can't shoot.
Damn it.
Or no, I think... I don't know. It's definitely green and white.
Yeah.
I think that's writing. The white isn't writing, so I think that's Saudi Arabia, but...
That sounds about right to me. Okay, Martins has no shots. But Doyle! Okay.
Ireland! Damn you!
You've been drinking too much, Doyle.
That is a cruel and unfair stereotype. Get back to the sheep!
No, that's only for Morin.
Right.
Okay, so Adu is going to have to clean up here with an explosive. Well, you know, it's too bad for that sector.
Eat this!
No! Too bad!
And a perfect amount of damage. Okay, so we have now won ourselves the interior of the warehouse. Huzzah!
Phew. Now we just need to take care of the rest of the aliens.
Yes. And James Lawson. I'm sorry, Mass Effect.
Running.
Gonna go ahead and move this Canadian up here.
Go on, you crazy Canutt. You got this one.
And that shouldn't go ahead and reveal anything. And yeah, we
Heading
killed
to that
3.
location.
So my next plan is to go ahead and move into here. Which is probably a poor plan. Should probably be going out and back through, but... You know.
That's fine. Shoot him.
Get him. I know that
Get
you're going to
him.
say that. Well, there's going to be no shooting just yet. Because we're actually going to set up
Solid copy.
this right. And reload our weapons, because we need more bang bang juice.
Bang man juice
Step
for
it
our
off.
guns.
Yes, that's what's totally in magazines, clipazines. Assault clipazines.
It's like it's like
Location
a
confirmed.
Mad Max run XCom.
Guzzling.
Oh, yes, like
The
power
bullet farm.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the
Double
bullet
tap.
farm. That's how XCOM has all their bullets. That's why we don't have to deal with clips anymore, like in the original.
Oh. The thing was, it never really was much of a problem.
Moving out.
I mean, people complained about it, but realistically, you'd be fine with just one heavy plasma and you were done with it.
Yeah, no, it's
Maybe
more,
one extra before you got heavy plas.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
Headed
mean
there
you have to,
now.
like, load up your goddamn satchels before your missions for, like, 30 goddamn soldiers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was necessarily
Heading
like a
there
problematic
now.
system, but I'm saying that as far as streamlining goes, it was a pretty obvious move to streamline that.
Okay, and I'll put
On
these
my
guys
way.
to the store here, just in case something goes wrong.
And that's probably not a bad idea.
Okay, so, fill up your gun with more bang bang juice.
Good to go.
More bang bang juice for
Ready
you.
to rock.
You are... There, you actually get to steady your weapon, because you didn't shoot.
Hey!
Medics. Well, that actually was our medic, so...
Yeah.
Reloaded.
And now we're translating the alien activity.
Oh!
There's something
and
out
actually,
there.
they should be through in this area, so this will actually get us quick to some fight.
And they're trying to use the company kitchen over there.
Yeah. Cook the paper.
Yeah. Actually, that's I thought it was a microwave. That's actually a box of files, so... Never mind, it is trying to send some emails
Eyes
to
on
the
target.
mothership.
Okay, so 3 sectoids.
Shit, they've gone to the manager's office. They're going to file a complaint with HR.
Oh, dear God. Okay, so let's see. They pretty much went back here, so they're going to be waiting in Overwatch if we give them half a chance. Damn it.
So let's give them a quarter of a chance.
So I think what I'm going to want to do is bring the team around here, or some of the team anyway,
Yeah.
around here and see if we can't
10-4.
flank.
No, we've got the ugly motherfuckers. We might as well use them to,
Keep in
Yeah.
mind, folks, soon this will be you as the
Moving
nickname.
out.
And yes, you are an ugly motherfucker.
we're going to be shoving
Yes,
you into
especially you. I'm pointing at you through the screen. You can't see me, but you.
You know who you are.
I'm thinking... You are a pain in the ass. So what I'm thinking is kind of base a fire from here, and then maneuver team up there.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
So, I guess...
That's
Well, I'm gonna
affirmative.
move you here.
Perfect.
Oh, that actually may have changed my mind a little bit. So Doyle's got eyes on it. That might be a step out. Let's see if we can.
Position confirmed.
So we might have.
Enemy spotted.
Son of a bitch.
Well, that's trouble.
So So...
Also, I completely forgot about the meld.
Yeah. Well, you're here anyway. Make it happen.
Way to go. I have no idea what that flag is.
I'd zoom in, but screw it.
It's like red stripe with blue stripes on either side, and like a white mountain or something on the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm like you. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I'm on it, Commander.
Kicking through
That's
the door.
what we're looking for.
You got don't want to go into car cover because, you know, cars in XCOM
They tend to explode,
violently.
and with great prejudice.
Heading to that location.
What do you got in the way of a throwing arm? You have a lengthy throwing arm, which is not surprising. That's a basic throwing arm.
Yeah. These are not baseball players.
Yet.
They got to chop off their arms and replace them with metal arms. And lob grenades with enough strength to kill aliens just on
That's
impact.
affirmative.
For any professional XCOM players out here who are yelling at me, don't do that, shut up.
Heading there now.
Pretty sure there are very few professional XCOM players watching this.
Yeah.
They would have gouged their eyes out at the beginning when we put on Bronze Man.
Yeah, probably. Okay, what do we got for shots? 32, 64. Okay, we'll take that.
Alright, Red Catholics out here, right?
Down.
I gave another shot to the Saudi and Arabian.
Yep.
Oh well. You know what? Volume of fire!
We should quickly point out that,
Go Ireland!
not bad. That we should quickly point out the reason why we don't want to give extra shots to the Saudi Arabian lady is not because of her nationality, but because you can only get so much experience from each individual mission, and with the number of soldiers you want to try and spread out who gets the kills.
Yes, especially with rookies. Okay, you are gonna see if you can't do it. Come out to do. Do it. You get to do it.
Adjusting sights.
By the way, how many enemies do we have?
We spotted 6, we have killed 1.
And we are going to put these two into Overwatch. Hope like hell. Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh, it's a mind meld.
And that makes him extremely vulnerable because if you kill him, his buddy is in trouble.
Well, not as much. That's one of the changes with long.
Taking fire.
They is no longer instant kill, it's just damage.
It's just the amount that they were given.
Boost. It's like
Incoming fire.
Yeah. Okay, so how many enemies do we have left?
We should still have 5 in there, 2 inside and 3 outside.
Okay, well, besides that point, I actually do want to do some extra damage to this guy, so I'm going to move Adu out here and toss a grenade if I can.
Heading to that location.
Until, you know, I go ahead and... Oh, no, he didn't. Yay!
Dramatic door kicking action.
Dramatic car exploding action, hopefully.
Oh yeah, I just love the fact that it was.
And there you see, it just... Oh, it did some extra damage.
Okay.
I'd never gotten that achievement before. Huh.
Bada bang.
Bada bing, bada boom. And they both shot, so they are actually not a threat.
They cannot overwatch in the same time that they have fired.
Neither can we.
Yes.
That car is on fire. We do not want to go near it.
Any car that's on fire will explode at the beginning of the next turn.
No, it's actually at the next turn.
I
Heading
believe so.
there
I
now.
believe it's the like on the beginning of the turn of the person who set it on fire. Or it might just be the next run of combat for either side. Don't know exactly which.
I can get a little on both of them.
You'll also blow the meld.
No, I won't. It's an AP grenade,
Oh, never mind.
which was the
Catch.
reason. Of course, he takes no damage, even though he was outlined by red. Because reasons.
That's XCOM, baby.
52%.
Might as well.
No, I might as well move him closer.
Okay,
Will
let's
do.
that. I think that possibly puts him in a slightly more dangerous position with the other guys.
Yeah, it also gives him some extra. And he
Well
blows
used.
it.
Adjusting
Well
aim.
fucking used. Oh, that reminds me. Pew, pew.
PU, yes, you stink.
Rolling out.
Boo.
Not the soldier, by the way. My COCOM.
All an ass.
Screw you.
Half cover. So let me
On my
go up
way.
Here, see if you can't put some fire. No, you can't. Not from that location.
On my way.
Alright, Doyle. Do it for whiskey.
Ah, ooh.
You're more of a Guinness girl.
Adjusting aim. Heading to that location.
47. Let's see if we can toss him correctly. We cannot toss him correctly. So, we are going to do the shootsies. Miss. Like next time rookie. which
Damn
you
it.
are.
Well, she's already gotten 2 kills, so I mean,
Yeah.
probably for the best.
Oh, come on! No, that's fair.
Incoming over here.
Okay, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Oh, forgot about him. Come on, Kimura.
Yes! Woo!
Kiryukai!
Okay, we should be down to 2 aliens.
Okay, Adu has already gotten a kill because of the explosions.
Yep.
Alright, Lawson.
I'm rolling.
We need to make this kill happen this turn.
Yes. You're a disappointment and a disgrace.
Heading to
Shukri!
that location.
You are not.
Styles back.
Okay, and that's a win, so we actually got our
Hello,
melt.
Commander.
Excellent. I
The
must
labs
have
are on high
miscounted the
alert.
aliens. Awesome.
Teams are standing by for your orders.
Alright, so
can
we killed
begin
10
researching
aliens and we
the
lost no
recovered
XCOM
artifacts
operatives. We didn't
immediately.
do the greatest idea on, putting out our different kills, but we'll see what happened. And that was apparently in Egypt. Yes, that was in Suez, Egypt.
Hold those
You
2
never
aliens.
would have known.
Hey, now we get to find out where those various people came from.
Yeah.
Commander to the
Let's see if we can figure out the damn flags.
Oh, yeah. Yes, please comment to tell us about the damn flags.
Yes, please. Right now, you're allowed to speak again.
Welcome to XCOM HQ,
And
Commander.
here's Bradford, Mr.
I'm
Sweater
Central
himself.
Officer Bradford.
I've actually got that
Project is
patch. I do
twofold.
want to get one of those
Providing
sweaters and
tactical
put it on.
support for our
Do
field
it.
operations and keeping you briefed on the
So
current
much
situation.
Bradford cosplay.
My
You have
efforts should
no
allow you to
idea.
focus on the bigger
He
issues at
is
hand.
worthy of
Speaking of
cosplay.
which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Oh, this should be fun because we got the training roulette on.
Oh, dear God. This will be amusing.
Looks like they're really taking care of business
Dear
down
God,
there.
look at all
Everyone
those-
except for
So
Lawson.
much of
Lawson, you
trash.
are a disappointment. Okay, so Adu got 2 kills, Kimura 1, Kot got 2, Shukri got 2, Martins got 1, Jaber got 1, Lawson none, and Doyle 1. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good haul as far as it goes. The other thing to take a look at here is these
Commander to the
fatigues.
research labs. Commander to the
In
research labs.
Long War, your troops will get fatigued, and they'll have to rest before they can go on a mission again. You can then make them go on a mission, but they'll become exhausted, which is essentially the same as being wounded. And working with fatigue and multiple teams is part of the really neat part about Long War, at least in my opinion.
Indeed. Now, let's get down to
So,
some...
yeah, just before this, I'm going to go over, just their flags here, see if we can figure any of them out ourselves. Obviously, Kimura, Japan.
Yeah.
I've
That's all I can
never
figure.
seen that tree one before.
I've seen it on a map, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we've got this black and red with what kind of looks
Commander
like...
to the research
Like a
labs.
scimitar
Commander to
or
the
a
research
saber.
labs.
It's
Yeah.
like, I've actually seen that one.
And then there's that green and white, and that's definitely
Yeah.
red. So, Saudi Arabia?
That's definitely Saudi Arabia.
Okay, we've got, obviously, our Canadian here, because, we're
Yeah.
from America. We know the ones that are closer to us a little bit easier. And, of course, our Irish, which
Yeah.
we will nickname Sheepfucker.
In honor of an Irish
mean,
friend,
more
not racist.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded,
Okay,
and
so
the
we got
research
7
team is
sectoid
awaiting your
corpses,
orders.
7 weapon
We'll get
fragments, and
started
6
as
mil.
soon
That's
as you give
not
the
terrible.
order, Commander.
No, not at all.
And we can work on xenobiology and alien materials. So, mission control, this is where you scan for activity, like normal. Go to research. Valen.
Dr. Vanden.
Hello, Commander.
The worst
My name
nightmare
is
of any
Dr.
captured
Valen.
alien.
I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCom's research and development takes place.
Those two computers
We
are
have
very
already begun
overused.
analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens.
You know, the worst part
Based
about
on
it
our
is it's
preliminary
showing just,
findings,
you know, the
we believe we
geoscape
can
there,
use them
which
to
means that they're
develop some new
essentially, what,
equipment
looking
for our
where
soldiers.
aliens are going?
Yeah.
With
Shouldn't
your
that be up in the
approval,
Situation Room? I mean,
we will
come
begin
on.
research
They're
immediately.
bored right now. We haven't given them their first sectoids to work on yet.
Commander to
Okay, so
engineering.
research project.
Commander to engineering.
So we got xenobiology and alien weaponry, also 8, and we do not have enough for alien materials because we need Illyrium, alloys, and 10 weapon fragments in 1 melt.
Hey.
So, yeah, wow.
right.
We'll get it soon enough. So the question is, do we want to go for xenobiology and the capturing route, or do we want to go for guns?
I'm fine either way. I like guns, but also catching those aliens is pretty useful.
Okay, given that we've already got a aim boost and we don't need scopes immedially,
Yeah.
I'm going to say xenobiology to
Seems
start.
the complexities of our latest research projects are overwhelming the current staff.
Yeah, we'll get you some more.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by.
No
Welcome
one-
to
no one
engineering.
respects you.
Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build
yeah,
it here.
yeah.
I'm kind of
Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your
Okay,
approval,
they've been very
we will
quiet
begin
about
fabrication.
It, so,
Yeah.
and Valen's always been the one that goes,
Commander
"Yeah, I
to the
totally want to do
Situation
the
Room.
next thing."
Commander to the Situation Room.
Yeah, Shen was always the one who's like, guys, this is possibly kind of creep. Yo.
Oh, wow. Build normally, yeah.
Alright.
Sawed-off shotguns.
God, that's a lot of shotguns. Are you sure we need that many shotguns, Commander?
We don't, but they're free.
Oh, they are? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Requirements: shotguns.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's the reason I was doing
Commander
it. They're not
to the
particularly
Situation
useful.
Room.
by
Commander
and
to the
large, but,
Situation Room.
We'll make some.
Yeah, might as well get a couple.
And give them something to do down here.
Yeah.
Now, if you build quickly, which why would you? It's 1 day. Then it would cost nothing.
Well, within 12 hours.
Well, considering that they're just going...
It's like the idea that they're like rubbing meld all over the saw.
They haven't even researched meld yet, and they're already using meld. Come on.
This is a lubricant.
Okay. The motion tracker. I've not actually played with this thing, but I've heard really good things about it.
Alright, well, it's fucking cool sounding.
We should probably go ahead and do that. We also might want to build
Commander
one
to the
ship.
Situation
Alright,
Room.
I love
Commander
ships.
to the Situation Room.
I mean, some people will say go ahead and do it only when you got alloy shivs, but just for the fact that, well, yeah, fatigue spiral.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have. Yeah, I could actually see even potentially doing 2. But first, I want to go back here and then look at facilities. So, bad steam placement.
That's not great.
Yeah. On the other hand, it means that we don't have a steam placement in our uplink block, so... there's
That's
that.
true. That's...
So I'm going to start them excavating over here. Then we need to think about what we put on. Let's go to situation before we decide.
Every member of the council is going to want satellite coverage, so we should plan our deployments carefully.
So, remember how I said that
Satellite uplink
we don't actually have a
facilities
satellite,
at maximum
but,
capacity.
this is what you can
Additional
get.
uplink
So,
required.
the United States is going to give you the We Have Ways at 25% rather than 75%. I think it was.
Right.
So it's not as strong, but you still get some of this stuff. So it kind of matters. That being said, we want to be focusing on Africa.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the most money because Africa is generally the poor one, which means we probably should have done new economy, but oh well. We have Nigeria covered, so we're getting a scientist per month. We got Pax Nigeriana. Scientist from South Africa plus +2 bonus defense for newly promoted snipers and scouts.
That's not terrible.
Okay, so South Africa is probably the one that we want first.
Yeah.
Because frankly,
I'm receiving.
Yeah, that's more important.
We'll monitor that.
Now, we're also
contact,
going to want
but I don't think it's
to
related to
try
UFO
and
activity.
get ourselves locked down on Africa. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing that we really need to do is go into engineering.
It's worth noting that unlike in vanilla XCOM, in Long War, for all the difficulty they added, you can actually bring countries back after they've been lost.
And it will be necessary for us because we're playing Liberators. We need to kick them all off.
Yes, we have to retake the Earth before we can win the game.
Okay, so we're begin construction here, and then it'll take 21 days before the satellite link is ready. And actually, technically, if we just build satellites, we'd be able to go ahead and lock down Africa, assuming that a certain thing doesn't happen, which we will show you if it does. We'll show you when it happens. It's just a question of where it goes. That being said, we're only going to build one satellite for, you know, balance reasons here, so we can also, you know, try out motion trackers and such. And otherwise, I would have had to... Why did I go like that?
I'm not sure.
Normally.
Yeah.
So that's out of order. So we've got a satellite going, and then we'll also be able to build a ship. We could kind of do two. Yeah. Two, and then a motion tracker. Yeah, that's doable.
That's pretty good.
So go ahead and manufacture 2 of you. That'll take 15 days.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. It gives us a nice little backbone in case things go wrong.
Yeah. Also, again, give us names for the ships.
Oh yes, we can name the ships now. So please name our ships.
And I guess we'll build 2 of these. Okay, so now that we've done all that, it's time to go to the barracks.
Woot!
We could visit the memorial, but no one's died yet! Yay! That won't last.
No, that morgue is gonna fill. We're gonna have to build an entire facility that's just a morgue.
Now, as you can see here in Longward, they've added a bunch more flags, and there's actually voice packs that key to these flags, which is pretty cool. If you know, my opinion, it's pretty flippin' cool. But here's our fatigued soldiers who are all ready to be trained up into something special, except for Lawson. We don't like
you, Lawson. All right, let's train some soldiers.
So let's go ahead and do some promotions. Okay, so Specialist Femiadu. He wants to be either a infantry or a assault. And what do we got with him? So he's got 4 health, a 76 aim, he has a piss poor defense, and he's got a 33 will, and he's got 15... the -1 is for the stuff that he's wearing, for the record, folks. Yeah. Movement. It makes me think assault. Are you thinking the same?
I'm thinking the same.
The other thing that we can do is we can actually go ahead and switch him. But he seems a likely assault.
He seems like a decent assault, yeah.
I mean, he's likely to be taking bullets to the face, but we kind of, sort of, almost want that.
Yeah.
Because he'll be drawing fire for the enemy. So, yeah. Welcome to the ranks of the assault, Mr. Adu. And as you can see, it changes the color. It outfits him with the shotgun. So, will to survive, resilience. Holy! Resilience at Lance Corporal! Oh, we're getting that.
Oh, train relay.
Immunity to critical hits. Oh, yes.
For an assault.
Okay, then
Jesus.
hollow targeting Packmaster and tactical sense.
Pretty good.
Okay, so we can get that. Close encounters. Good. That's definitely something that we could want. Rapid fire, though. That's pretty good, too. And hit and run. So that's a pretty strong sergeant rank. Platform stability. Have you been hiding a couple of cybernetic mods from us there, buddy? But that actually probably isn't very useful.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think it's useful at all. Killer Instinct can be useful. Lone Wolf, yeah, it's probably going to be Killer Instinct there. And Steadfast, Bring 'em On, and Tandem... Why Tandem Warheads? Okay, so Bring 'em On is probably going to be the choice there.
Makes sense.
Make him into a crit specialist. Steadfast is another potential. Covering fire, low profile, and lightning. Either low profile or lightning reflexes. Okay, so Femi Adu, you have made me very happy with you. I hope you survive. I really do. Another thing, folks, that you might have noticed here is that all of these are actually enlisted ranks rather than being officer ranks. Officers are a separate thing in this game, and you'll see what they are.
We'll get to that later.
Yes, when we get to the others. Okay. Sonovarith Kat, I think?
Alright, Caddy Boy.
Okay, so he either wants to be a heavy, or he wants to be a Rocketeer. He's got a poor mobility. He's got, the same health as our previous guy. He's got good aim.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's got pretty good will, and he's got good defense. I'm kind of thinking Rocketeer.
Yeah, that aim will help with the rockets.
Yeah, and him having a decent mobility is going to be necessary, because Rocketeers get loaded down. So, fire rocket! And he is now purple.
Yay!
Let's go back to his abilities, because I want to see. And heat warheads, executioner, or steadfast. Oh, we're taking heat. Rapid reaction, fire in the hole, and snapshot. Probably going to be fire in the hole. Though, it's entirely possible that snapshot.
Well, we can always work that out when we get
Shredder
up there.
Just Shredder.
Yeah.
Flush and suppression, yeah, Shredder. Close combat specialist. Man, would that be a kick in the balls. Resilience, of course, and mayhem. That's probably mayhem.
Yeah, for Rocketeer.
Shock and awe. Yeah, probably shock and awe. Then jav rockets or danger zone. Awesome. So he makes me pretty happy too.
It's a rad bastard.
Yeah, so we're going along pretty well. Okay, Amir Shukri. It's a shame that we can't promote you when we had, the sniper specialist sort of thing with the first recce, but we'll deal with it.
This has got good aim.
Yeah, 82 aim, 4-2 health. He's a little low on will, but he's got pretty good mobility.
Alright.
So here the question is, do we want to give him squad sight, or do we want to give him lightning reflexes?
Ugh.
Actually, let's take a look compared to our other folks that are bucking for that. So we actually don't have anyone else who wants to be a sniper, but he's actually one of our best shots.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to be a sniper, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case...
Squad sight?
Squad sight.
Okay. Resilience, steadfast, flush. Might grab flush.
Flush isn't bad for a sniper.
Yeah, resilience, just so many of them. Right up there.
Yeah, wow.
So good. Disabling shot and precision shot and snapshot. So that's going to be a big question as to what we do.
Yeah. I'm going to hit it with my sniper.
We will not be taking that, because sniper rifles actually have a aim knock against them if you're at close range. Tac sense or sprinter, I know what we're grabbing.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, sprinter. Hollow targeting, damn good ground, or aggression.
Considering he's almost certainly going to be
not hurrying via squad sights is probably going to be damn good.
Yeah, considering the fact that he's going to be a zippy little bastard who...
Deadeye!
Well, high, easy pick.
Okay, will to survive or executioner. That's very likely to happen. And then we got in the zone, mayhem, and double tap as big questions. Probably in the zone.
Yeah, we got some good stuff so far.
Yeah, no, we're very happy. Okay, our Kiryu Kai hero, Hotaru Kimura, who is a little bit less tanky, and they want to go into the support.
A little slow for support, but yeah.
Yeah, so the question is medic or grenadier? I'm thinking medic.
I think medic is a little bit more helpful, but I think a slow medic is less than ideal.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, keep in mind that we do have a little bit better. This is a little bit better than it would be.
That's true.
And grenadiers need to run up to be able to pitch that nade.
Alright, let's go with medic then. Medic is a pretty
also, I think they were the person who brought along the med kit, so
yeah, okay.
Who are we to gainsay them?
Also, 33 will, yeah.
38 now.
38 will is pretty solid for a medic.
Okay, so we got suppression, field surgeon, and bring them on. Ooh, that's a question. Rapid reaction, smoke and mirrors, and revive. Probably going to be revive. Paramedic versus smoke grenade versus ready for anything. Lock and load. Oh, on a medic. Dense smoke and combat drugs. So this person's pretty much saying to me that they want to get turned into a smoke medic.
Yeah.
Damn good ground, bombard, and range.
Wow, okay.
By the way, this is actually has picked up the long-range accuracy penalty for pistols.
Okay.
It had been a while since I figured that out, but Ranger is more useful than it used to be.
Jesus Christ, 86 aim on this medic.
Yeah, hollow targeting, tac sense, and savior. I think we know.
Yeah.
Okay, Kimura has kind of disappointed me a bit, but I'm not really much of a smoke grenade user, but I can learn to be for Kimura's sake. Laura Martins.
Alright, I love your flag, Laura.
Yeah, that is a pretty badass flag. And Laura Martins wants to be either an infantry or an assault.
Fast as hell and with a pretty solid aim, but relatively little defense.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we go ahead and put her infantry, because we need some infantry.
Yeah, we need infantry.
I like infantry. There are some people who don't, but I like infantry, and this next person's a 77, so they get infantry. Especially because you can do interesting things with the heavy rifles with them.
Yeah.
So, light them up! And we got hollow targeting, bring them on, tandem warheads, VPT, tac sense, and steadfast. You're making me sad, Martins. Sharpshooter, suppression, packmaster, heat warheads, covering fire, extra conditioning. Low profile, sentinel. Oh, there's lock and load, thank God. Rapid fire, opportunist, and executioner. So she's not going to get good till quite a bit later, I think.
Yeah. She has potential, but only if she survives.
Yeah. Especially because of all these warhead things that are showing up on her. Makes me sad. If it was heat ammo, I could work with that, but yeah. On the other hand, she's not terrible, so...
Alright, let's see what Saudi Arabia's offering us. You got 2 kills. Yeah, you're pretty damn good. You're fast.
You are hard charging. You're not quite as fast as our other assault, but I think you're going to be an assault. You're tough, too, and you got really good defense. Not so great with...
Yeah, but this is definitely an
you know
assault.
what? We're turning you into an assault. Because you're bad. Okay, so what do we got? Aggression, extra conditioning, sprint.
Oh my god.
Sprinter. So extra conditioning can be really powerful too.
True.
Opportunist, hollow targeting, will to survive. Not a very good one. Hit and run, rapid fire, close encounters. Okay, so we got that.
Yeah.
Heat warheads, killer instinct, and sharpshooter. Okay.
This might be a sprinter assault. There's some really good up close.
Steadfast, bring them on. Platform stability.
Oh my god. Oh, and yeah, we can get a nice
Lone Wolf Ranger and lightning reflexes. Okay, so this is not the love that gave us, immune to critical hits on the first on Lance Corporal, but we can work with this.
Yeah.
Also, Jaber has already done real good for us. So, Doyle.
All right.
Drunken Doyle. Well, someone needs to pitch around grenades.
Yep, and she's a bit faster and a bit tougher, so...
And she can actually fight, when it comes down to it, so... Grenadier. Okay, so we got Ranger, Smoke Grenade, and Sapper. We're picking Sapper. Resilience, Smoke and Mirrors, or Extra Conditioning. We're picking Resilience. Will to Survive, Repair, Suppression. Probably Repair.
Yeah, we are going to have some shiz with us, so...
Battle Scanner, Dense Smoke, Mayhem. That's actually a big question. You're probably not going to be doing any smoke stuff with this one. Sharpshooter, bring them on. Heat ammo, probably heat. Bombard, fire rocket, or low profile. That's not bad. Okay. So, we've gone through our people. We have 2 assaults, 1 rocketeer, 1 sniper, 1 medic, 1 infantry, and 1 engineer. We have no heavy gunners.
Looks like we have no scouts either.
Yeah, that's actually going to be potentially problematic.
Well, we'll see how
we'll see how it does.
We'll see how it is next time. So, till then, we will see you all in the long war.
Oh, yes.